Hi, this is Maria from Tiny Homes in Canada. We've selected 10 tiny homes and foundations for you today. These are all mostly going in as secondary dwellings or ADUs in backyards. They're all built in Canada by Canadian builders. So you'll see 10 different builders featured today. And we've arranged them from smallest to largest, and we've cut it off at about 560 square feet. So let's get started. So this is one of the smallest models. It's built by Executive Contracting in Ontario, and I actually really like this tiny home and the way that it uses the very small space. It's 288 square feet and priced at $125K, although you have to be aware that the pricing is hard to compare between builders because they will sometimes include and not include different things, and typically site work such as utilities and any foundations or delivery is not included in the price. So let's step inside. There's a very nice entryway here, which I really enjoy. It's got a closet, and if you step to the left here, there's two doors, one for the bathroom and one for washer-dryer combo, which is very convenient. So moving through the hallway into the right, you step into the main space, which is wall-to-wall kitchen and storage. I really like that it's all kind of there, very neatly organized. And then the main space here has room for a sort of living room arrangement that gets converted into a bedroom with the very elegant convertible bed. So this one here is available from Resimate with Eden as the builder. And it's also 288 square feet, which makes me think that the previous one might have been slightly larger. And I could have just made a mistake on what size it was. This one is priced at $150K. And just a reminder that the minimum size for a build in Ontario is 188 square feet if you're using it as a dwelling. However, at 288 square feet, you can see the floor plan here. It is quite compact. So I really don't know how you would be able to make it any smaller than this. So this tiny home will be slightly bigger than the previous two, and I have to say I really like the exterior design of this. It's available from Attimo Tiny Homes in Ontario, and actually this model you can visit in South Ontario town that you can look up on their website. It's priced at $170K. It's 320 square feet. You can see that they've separated a bedroom here with a door as well as the bathroom with the washer dryer being in there. And then the main space is a kitchen with a kind of living room space. On the floor plan, you can see that there's actually lots of storage here where they've separated different closets. The only thing I don't love is that there isn't really a place to put down your things as you walk in. So this home is by Teacup Tiny Homes, and they're very well known as a tiny homes on wheels builder in Alberta. However, they do build on foundations, and they ship all over the country, including a lot of times to Ontario. This one is one of their very long range of homes. I just happened to pick this one at 340 square feet. I didn't find a price for it on their website, but I'm sure they'll tell you if you ask. So take a look at how this is organized. They have the living room with a corner kitchen, which I really like, and then a bathroom separating the bedroom at the other end, which also has a door. I love the interior finishes on Teacup Tiny Homes. I should do a separate video about these because they're just so dreamy. I have no other word for it. So you can see that vaulting the ceiling in this little home has created so much atmosphere, and the corner kitchen is working really well as well. So this is an interesting one because it's by Beaver Homes and Cottages, which is a home hardware company. That means they are basically located anywhere in Canada, and what they do is they'll send you a kit of building materials, and then you work with your local contractor to put the home together. This is reflected in the price at $51K. This is just materials, not including any construction. 352 square feet for this floor plan. This is their smallest floor plan, and so that's kind of what I'm interested in. However, they have lots of other bigger ones. They did a fairly good job of laying this out. I kind of like the nook, the recessed nook there for seating. I don't enjoy the bathroom facing the kitchen, and I also just realized that there's only the thin windows above the sofa and the door that light the space. And I would have liked to see a bigger window, I think. Okay, let's be transported now to BC with beautiful forests and moody designs. This is Hewing House, BC-based builder of tiny homes. And if you like this sort of style, I encourage you to visit their website. This house is 400 square feet and at $209,000. It's quite a reasonable price. As you can see, what they've done with the floor plan is they've separated the living room and bedroom with this beautiful kind of closet style thing. They have lots of doors and windows here, lots of natural light, and I really do love this design. It is very chic, and if you're going to get a tiny 400 square foot home, why not make it beautiful? So this one is slightly bigger still. It's available from Resimate, which is a Canada-wide full-service ADU provider, with ELO as the builder. ELO is Quebec-based. This is a very beautiful design with 468 square feet, 188K price. And as you can see, the way they've divided this space is quite good. So you're entering and there's a closet. I love a closet. Then the bedroom has a full-size closet as well. And the L-shaped kitchen kind of really hugs the space. So it feels very contained and cozy in the living area with space for a table even. So at number 8, this is a Minimalist model on foundation. They are very famous for their homes on wheels, and they've really brought that design aesthetic into their homes on foundation as well. Minimalist is also based in Quebec, and this is their largest model. So actually at 480 square feet, it's kind of pushing the boundary of what a tiny home would be. They have lots of smaller models as well. So what you see on their floor plan here is they've made an interesting choice to put the kitchen kind of across rather than along the length of the home. And they've put a table by the window there as well. And there's room for 2 beds here. So this is technically a home for 4 people. So we're getting now to our 2 biggest tiny homes here in the lineup, which are over 500 square feet. This one is made by Axe Living, and it's based in Ontario. For 525 square feet, it's actually extremely reasonably priced. And that's probably in part due to the fact that they've put all of the things requiring wiring or plumbing against the back wall of this home. They have a bigger version as well. At 525, I thought I would cut it off at that as being a tiny home. So this home is quite different because it is built custom by Smallworks, which is a BC and Vancouver-based company that does a lot of work in kind of wrapping homes around other homes in downtown Vancouver. So this is quite a large home. It's 548 square feet. There's no price because everything here is custom. But as you can see, if you have more of a square floor plan, you're able to actually do a lot with it. And there's a bedroom and a den here with lots of storage space and everything. I wanted to point out this builder because they do have funding now to build kind of a standardized unit. So you might be hearing more from them. And they do some very beautiful and imaginative work in Vancouver. So that's one to watch. Thank you so much for your time today. If you're interested in any of these builders or want to know more about the different models that they have, you can see the links to all of the builders in the description below. As always, subscribe to our email newsletter, and we'll see you again soon.